You know.
All right, MMA Maniacs, here we are once again for another episode of Split Decision, your weekly MMA podcast brought to you from the Ruloff Family Inc. studios. Bueller and Dodge ready to break you off some MMA knowledge. Of course, go over the cards from last week and look at the cards from this week and everything else in between. Big thanks to StrongboardBalance.com for being our sponsor. And check them out. Get on board. Change the way you work out. StrongboardBalance.com. And Dennis, you're doing the workout of the week?
Yeah, well, actually, I did 2 workouts this week. There's the Superman push-ups, and then where you like straddle left to the right. You know,
sorry?
Yeah, you do aerobics.
Do you have headphones inside your headphones?
Yeah, I do. I have. Apparently, something happened with our live feed.
Headphoneception.
It's like some exhibit shit right there.
Right?
We heard you like some headphones, so we put some headphones in your headphones. So how was the workout? Was it good?
Yeah, it's a great workout.
Great workout. I joined a gym this week.
Did you?
I did.
Gym?
I did a push-up.
You did a push-up? Hey, I'm sure.
If you set the bar low,
try the Superman push-ups.
if you set the bar low, and then like the next week you do 2, they're gonna be like, look how much you're improving.
It's 100% improvement right there.
Yeah.
I doubled my push-ups because I did 2. Big thanks to them. StrongboardBalance.com. Get on board. Find their Instagram. You can probably win one from them if you compete in their
Yeah, we're gonna be giving one away. We're just trying to figure out how to do it all.
Could you just like
Well,
push
until
it through
we
the screen
figure
or through
our
the microphone?
Until we figure our shit out, you can get one from their Instagram.
Yeah.
Or mymmanews.com. Check them out for breaking news. They're your source. We use them for our news as well. You should definitely check them out. mymmanews.com. And now we're jumping into Kimbo Slice's son.
Kimbo Slice's son is actually going to get an opponent now.
This is at
He's
Bellator,
going to be
right?
fighting Bellator 160, August 26th, making his pro debut against another amateur fighter who will also be making his pro debut.
Okay. Is he fighting the Green Ranger?
No.
Damn it. What is the Green Ranger going to fight?
Antonio McKee.
Antonio McKee. All right.
So just let you know, Baby Slice is getting himself an opponent.
Is he Baby Slice? Is that his official name?
That's his nickname.
That's his nickname?
That's his nickname.
All right.
His Baby Slice.
I'm cool with it. We'll allow it.
The Road FC champion, bantamweight champion Lee Yoon-jun had to relinquish his title after he suffered a cerebral infarction,
An ischemic stroke?
which is basically an
Ischemic.
ischemic stroke.
What?
Yeah,
Infarction?
that's what it says right there. Cerebral infarction.
Interesting. That sucks. How is he recovering?
Obviously, they said otherwise he's in pretty good health.
Otherwise, he's in pretty good health.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's good. I mean, if you just have to give up your title as opposed to all your motor skills, then I guess
Hey, there's a silver lining.
yeah, there's a silver lining.
Silver lining.
Somebody's not feeding you with a slingshot from across the room.
I pay extra for that some places.
This is true.
Sometimes they tag it on as a group rate.
I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a video of people feeding me chicken and rubbing my belly. No?
Is that on Pornhub or?
We got 500,000 hits.
Was that the night that you were passed out face down by the entryway of your house?
I'm a little dark in the video, though, but you should look for it.
Oh, you had your tan.
Yeah, I had my tan.
Alrighty.
Cake, chicken and cake.
No, just chicken.
Just chicken. Rafael Dos Anjos is going up against Tony Ferguson in Mexico City this November.
Yeah, what do you think about that fight?
Cool, man. Good for Dos Anjos to be able to get back out there. Tony Ferguson, great opponent. I think it's a pretty solid fight. Rafael Dos Anjos, he never lost his... Did he lose his title?
Yeah, he lost
Yeah,
Eddie Alvarez.
Eddie Alvarez, that's right. Just recently, huh?
Where are you, Joe?
Space camp.
He's at the gym doing one push-up.
Doing one push-up. I'll be right back. Yeah, so good for him. I think it's a good fight. And plus, if he wins
like
that
that
fight,
fight.
if he wins, then he's right back in contention for the title, I think.
True.
Because Tony Ferguson is right up there, too.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting fight. Both guys like to throw.
Yeah.
I think Ferguson's got the wrestling edge.
Yeah, but I think Dos Anjos has the
Little more experience.
The little stand-up edge, I think, a little
yeah.
bit.
I
A
would
little more
agree with
power.
The Kingdom of Bahrain, which is an island in the Middle East, is going to start their own MMA promotion
They have islands?
called Brave.
I didn't know that. It's called Brave.
Brave Combat Federation.
All right.
They're going to have their first event September 23rd.
Is that Wiz Khalifa? Prince Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa. All right.
There you go.
Cousin of Wiz Khalifa
Possibly.
is starting up the Brave Fight organization.
Got some new pics of Gabi Garcia getting ready for... She's going to be entering Ryzen
She's got to be in heels. She can't be that much taller than Crow Cop.
Dude, she's enormous.
I know.
She's big to begin with.
I mean, I've met her in person, but I mean, Crow Cop's a big dude too. She's just.
It's like I got nothing.
It's
else to say.
it's like when China was in the WWE and she was like, what do they call it, the seventh world wonder?
Yeah.
Like Gabi really is.
Yeah.
The seventh world wonder. It's insane.
She is going to be fighting at Ryzen on the New Year's card, I believe. She's already 2-0 in MMA.
Yeah.
I feel bad for whoever Ryzen brings in to fight her.
Well, they're just gonna have to have pallbearers to carry whoever is out, right?
Like-
Isn't that how it's gonna work?
Like Middle Easy says, Garcia via hammer fists or armbar or whatever the fuck she wants is what the prophecy has foretold.
What weight?
It's like when a pit bull humps your leg. What do?
You let it finish.
Finish exactly.
She is just in phenomenal shape. She's definitely not trying to cut down any weight from these pictures.
This is also going to be the same card where the open weight tournament will be beginning. Allegedly on that card is going to be a rematch between Crow Cop and Fedor.
Ariel Helwani tweeted today that there's no truth to that it's just a myth.
It's a rumor.
A rumor.
We didn't say it was true.
Yeah, at this point.
It is a rumor.
But there was that poster floating around that had Fedor and Crow Cop on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, we were looking at Vanderlei Silva in this tournament.
Vanderlei Silva is in the tournament for sure.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you can't get upset when it's something that you want to see,
they're saying Pride is back. It's rising.
right? You know,
Yeah.
this is all stuff everybody wants to see. So
I still want to see Fedor in the octagon.
In the UFC?
That's just, I mean, yeah, of course.
I just don't think it can happen. I mean, the level of fighters and then the drug testing. And I'm not saying that he's on drugs,
It can
but-
physically happen.
but at his age,
Technically, he was fighting on Fight Pass
yeah.
in another organization.
Plus, the UFC likes to make money.
That carried over from earlier. Money. I like money.
Unlike
Jenny.
Monday. So Fedor on a UFC card, that brings in some cash.
I think he's going to go to Rising and get paid money.
He's gonna get paid money. Yeah, that suitcase,
Yeah.
that good old Japanese suitcase is coming his way. Usada.
Yep.
All right, what's
Another
going on with
tester,
them?
another fighter down. Ricardo Abreu is banned for 2 years following his failed test.
Fight out of down. We have a fight out of down.
Tested positive for, let's see, what do we got? 19 norandastrone. And what else we got here?
Drugs.
Yeah, lots of things. Multiple things, actually. It's multiple fights. So
A cocktail.
another guy down.
And nailed your ass with some drugs.
Yeah, he got
2-year ban from fighting.
He like just put.
Matt Brown recently said on his podcast he wants to see a lifetime ban for anybody that tests positive for performance-enhancing drugs, and that
No
will immediately
way.
stop them
No way.
and anybody else getting into the sport from trying performance-enhancing
Stop
drugs.
with the lifetime.
They're
ban
still
shit.
going to try to get around the rule. Period.
Think so?
They already
If you
are.
know you can never, if you get caught, you're never going to be able to fight again.
Do we know
in the UFC. Then they all just go over to Bellator and Ryzen.
No, you can't do it in Bellator either.
So is there any truth to them?
If the athletic commission upholds it,
Oh, okay.
they get nothing.
So they all
you
go-
go no. I mean, you go to Ryzen because it's Japan.
Yeah.
so do we know what's going on with Lesnar?
Still waiting.
He's still getting paid by the WWE.
Still
and
getting paid.
Well,
by WWE.
well, yeah, we knew that wasn't
drinking
going
a
to change.
Coors Light and getting up on top of his wife.
No, he even
He
said
got RKO'd in the middle
he
of the
really
ring
didn't,
on Raw.
he really didn't care for Coors Light. It was just a sponsor. He went home and drank some good beer that night.
Gotcha.
No. He doesn't like Bud Light. He likes Coors Light.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Coors is his favorite.
I don't know. He's up in Canada now. He's drinking whatever they drink up there.
Molson Ice.
Some Schultz. Is that what it's called?
Schlitz. Schlitz. Another fighter out of a fight. This is Sean Strickland out of UFC 202. The UFC is seeking a replacement for Tim Means to be an opponent for Tim Means. This is a 2-week notice. He is out due to a knee injury.
That sucks. That sucks what Tim means. Just put Donald Cerrone in there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's ready.
He's always ready to
He
fight.
wants to fight.
I already got a fight that night, but I'll take that fight too.
I'll take that one as well. Let's do this.
Times two.
Uncle Creepy, who was unable to fight at UFC 201 because, who was it? His opponent.
Oh, Sullivan?
Justin Scoggins.
Scoggins.
Scoggins was unable to make weight.
Fuck Scoggins, too.
So here's how it comes
Fucking
down.
asshole clown. Fucking dipshit. I hope that fucking cocksucker never sees the inside of a cage again.
He
The
was
views
unable
expressed
to
by
make
Joey
weight.
can be sent to Joey Bueller at gmail.com.
Scoggins is then able to make weight.
Fucking send it all you want.
Demanded a catch weight in which
Lunch money? What happened?
Ian McCall said, absolutely not. I'm not giving you a catch weight.
Because he was a full fucking weight class over.
Yeah.
He did. He accepted the fucking fight at 125, made zero attempt to make 125, walked in at 133, his regular fucking fighting weight, and then called Ian McCall a pussy for not taking the fucking fight.
So, again, Uncle Creepy's
He
reaction.
mayhem Millered that motherfucker.
Uncle Creepy's
Yeah.
reaction is this picture of
Yeah,
him very
good.
smiling because he not only got the show money, he also got the win money. And
he got the percentage of whatever
Scoggins
dick
got
face was supposed to get paid.
absolutely nothing. In fact, Ian McCall went recently on the MMA Hour and said, you know what? I feel like I've been played by him. He's like, originally I was trying to be nice. He acts like we're friends. We're nice. I'm feeling, like it's shame on me because all the trash he's been talking and all the dumb personal stuff he's been bringing up. It's like he's been screenshotting text messages from agent to agent, making shit up. Big part of this wants me to bury him as far as and making him look like an idiot because of the things that he said. He's very stupid. He's like, he's coming out small. He was like, oh, well, I was at 2% body fat. The doctor says I couldn't cut anymore. Understand something. It's called science. If you're less than 3.5% body fat, you start feeding off your organs. So you're lying. You're lying. You were not at 2% body fat.
A, you're full of shit.
You're trying to sound smart, at least be smarter than someone who is at least a little bit knowledgeable like myself. You're trying to make excuses. I'm sorry. Don't make me look like an asshole for saying things that aren't true. He's like, I don't know if it's mental issues, nerves, outside stuff. Like maybe he's on drugs. Who knows? He's acting very erratic and silly. I think he had a mental lapse where he broke down. This is just speculation.
The guy called.
He said a bunch of people. He said everybody, and I mean everybody who was on the card. We're talking trainers, strength coaches, fighters. Were saying motherfucking him to me like crazy. They were saying fuck him, fuck this. That guy's a piece of shit. I'm like, whoa, calm down. He's all, but he's like, maybe it's a maturity thing and a self-control thing. He seemed to have lost it. It's no fault but his own. Ian McCall then said he wants to fight Wilson Rise next, possibly at this upcoming UFC 202 card.
It was good of the UFC to give him all the pay that he did because he
Now,
showed up ready to do it.
We've talked about this before. You got fighters that are missing weight. UFC takes away the show money, takes away the money, gives it completely to the other guy. What about things that like we talked about last week and the week before that? Brock Lesnar showing up on steroids or on something.
Well, like we said last week,
Should the money go to?
I think without a doubt there should be a penalty percentage.
Should they take away his show money? The $2.5 million he got to show up and he didn't. I mean, yeah, he performed, but he performed illegally.
Right, but they
Should they take away at least his show money?
I guess my problem with that would be they still made money off of him.
True.
And
They
so-
made money off of putting Scoggins on the card.
I don't think they made any money off of putting Scoggins on the card.
Nobody cared?
Nobody
cared.
All right. No, I think that there should be a penalty percentage just like there is for a weight miss. Without a doubt. Not if you show up a full fucking weight class over.
He did say he is going to have to move up in weight.
Yeah, in Bellator. Get the fuck out of the UFC. Fucking clown.
Cyborg will be returning to the UFC. It has been reported that she will be headlining UFC Fight Night 95 in Brazil.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Good for her.
Who's she fighting?
It's been rumored that it will be Lena Akhtar Landsberg, who is 6-1 in mixed martial arts. Has not fought yet in the UFC. This will be going down at 140 at a catchweight.
Is it a catchweight? So is her opponent's light?
It is a 140 catchweight. I don't know what normally Lena fights at, unfortunately.
That's what we need to figure out.
So, but headlining a card, that's pretty big, man. Especially
Well-
for being somebody who not necessarily always fights in where they don't even have a championship for her.
Well, what happened? Because she said that she would fight for her belt in Invicta first before the UFC. So obviously, again, money.
Money.
Yeah,
Money.
money happened.
You're getting a headline card, so why not?
Yeah, headlining card in Brazil and money.
I mean, what are you going to do?
I think this is funny because I think when this was posted earlier this afternoon that Killer Kelly, that's the day of their wedding, and she told everybody they're going to have to postpone the wedding now. So she can watch this fight.
Just have the fight on at the wedding.
I want to see Cyborg not cut weight and go fight Gabi.
Wow. That'd be a
I really don't. I think it would be like, she's so much faster than Gabi. I don't really think it'd be that much of a fight. Now, if Gabi got a hold of her, that's a whole other, you know what I mean? It's like Bugs Bunny against the big orange thing.
Sweetums? No, that was the Muppets.
Okay.
I don't remember what his name was. He has a name.
That giant orange hairball? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all on the same page. Speaking of hairballs.
Carolina Kowalkiewicz defeated Rose Namajunas at Fight Night 2. The decision Fight Night at 201. Sorry.
I know, it's the
Immediately called
picture.
out Joanna Jedzerjyk. Both these are Polish fighters. So we have Joanna champion and Kowalkiewicz contender here, Carolina contender.
I think what we need to have, though, for this, when this fight happens, is instead of giving them different names, we just need to have a Polish dude next to Joe and Mike. And then when they go to say the name, they just hand it. Kowalkiewicz
because it looks
is
like
now going for the armbar. Jedzerjyk is now getting out of the armbar.
No, they'll have shortened, like, abbreviated names, so they'll go by their first names.
JoJo Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise it looks like Mike Goldberg's going to have a stroke trying to say either of their names. Every time he's on the mic, he's like,
Their last names
He,
are
like, resets his
almost
brain.
identical.
Virtually identical.
last name is virtually identical.
Dude, their last names have the entire alphabet in them.
No, it's missing a lot of vowels. What's crazy is Dana White recently relayed a story where he said that, in fact, Carolina's last loss was to Joanna in Poland in an amateur bout. Joanna, when she got signed with the UFC and worked her way up to championship, she said, I want you to sign this girl from Poland. I guarantee you she'll become the #1 contender, and then we can fight in Poland. And I will beat her again.
Nailed it.
The UFC is now trying to book this fight in Poland.
She predicts these things.
I think it'd be an amazing fight. Obviously, both Polish fighters, too, on the main card for a championship, who have that kind of history.
Yeah.
That's just money for the UFC. Money. Not that they need any more, but, money.
They like hyping up those backstories a lot.
So, further on into the PED testing with Usada, the Vice President of Athlete Health and Performance, Jeff Novinsky, said that on average last year they did 150 to 250 tests. This year he hopes to do over 700.
This number scares the hell out of me.
In one quarter.
I know. Is this going to make it better, or is this just going to create more chaos?
They're like the fucking Gestapo right now, man. Showing up at 6 o'clock in the morning, shaking people down.
I wish
Interrupting Demetrius Johnson playing Warcraft. Did you see that?
Are they hiding fighters in basements and shit?
Yeah, man.
Demetrius Johnson plays.
Well, there's a story of a fighter who hid under a mat for 8 hours so that he didn't get tested.
Hunt Jones.
Nobody noticed the giant lump in the mat.
But it's a tale. We don't know if it's true.
It's a training ball. We put training balls under the mats.
Because again,
For stability.
it's a shale tale, so we don't know.
Demetrius Johnson is playing World of Warcraft, and he does it with Twitch, which is a app that allows you to see the player who's playing and what they're playing. And he broadcasts it on his channel.
Right.
And I guess apparently
He's a sponsored player.
He's a sponsored
now.
player. They showed up in the middle of a raid, and he's like, I can't. Can you give me like 15 minutes? Like we're kind of in the middle of this, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna have to sit right next to you while you do it.
Watch it the entire time.
Oh, okay. It just goes back to play.
Yeah, because he's not going to give up position.
No.
You should have Leroy Jenkins that.
Right. All right, guys, I gotta go. Demetrius Johnson.
Oh shit, he's going. Did he just go? He's going.
Fuck,
Come on.
fuck Demetrius. Fuck. Fuck.
Somebody cast protection right now. He could have just had somebody hold the cup down underneath
Right?
here for him. Like,
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Just take care of it.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'm good. I'm ready.
You're down there,
little wiggle. Come on. You got to shake it to get it started.
We'll go over the UFC results here in a minute with a couple more stories for that. But the ABC recently met at their annual convention.
Found out they are as easy as 1, 2, 3.
The Association of Boxing Commissions, in which we talked about some of the rules that they were possibly going to be talking about, some of the judging criteria. And they did go and passed the new unified rules unanimously, minus one idiot from New Jersey.
One giant dipshit that should not have been let in. It's like she was going to a completely different conference and had no idea where she showed up.
So some highlights from this are first of all, let's talk about how she questioned John McCarthy about when MMA rules were invented and created, which he was part of the original committee to do since he's been around since UFC 1. In fact, she even looked at the crowd and said, can somebody please educate this man?
Big John McCarthy.
Educate him.
Can somebody please tell Big John McCarthy the rules of mixed martial arts?
The official of officials.
She did not recognize Matt Hughes or Randy Couture, saying that thank God for commissions because I know a lot of fighters don't like us and want us to put these rules into place to help protect them. And Randy Couture basically told, I find that highly offensive, seeing as I fought in your great state. And not only that, but if you look at the people who are on this group, most of them were fighters.
Yeah, they're the ones that want this done.
Yeah.
It's not like they went to these people and said, "Oh, please, can you help us?" It's like, hey, this is some stuff we want to get enacted. We want to get it unified. People are tired of arguing about who's getting.
She said, "Thank God for commissions, because many fighters would rather they didn't have a commission and didn't have rules and regulations. They would rather we didn't put them on suspension. They'd rather be able to fight with bullets in their brains."
Right. That's exactly what they want to do. It's like this is their career, but they just want to go and completely end it through some dumbass decision. That makes a lot of sense.
Again, Randy Couture says, obviously I fought in New Jersey. I fought in your great state as an athlete that's been involved in the sport for over 15 years. I'm offended that you would assume that all of us athletes don't want the sport to be regulated, even though we have not, it's not like we haven't done everything we can. In fact, to go to every single state meeting in all 50 states to have it improved and be regulated. You include us in the same pool that I'm spending my time and energy over the past 17 years, and frankly, found your presentation to be condescending.
Condescending, just my opinion.
As well as it's misinformed. If you were paying attention to the demonstration, we are not advocating creating positions or situations as fighters that are more dangerous. So we'll go over some of the new rules that they've passed.
Well, real quick, who do we have up there? We had Randy Couture, we had Jeremy Horn, we had Matt Hughes, Big John McCarthy.
Yeah. You also have Kevin McDonald, Dr. David Watson, Steve Wheelclock, Matt Woodruff.
And what an idiot! Who let her in the building? Who sent her as the rep? She's gonna be our state's representative for mixed martial arts and apparently fucking space travel and quantum physics.
McDonald and Dunn are former fighters. Wheelclock was at UFC 1, of course. So was John McCarthy. So the new things that they're going to be allowing: 12 to 6 elbows are now legal, as long as they're in the approved areas. So you can't do it in the back of the head. Still, that Mohawk region is still defined.
Is the side to side thing?
No side to side, I don't think anymore. So you can hit the side of the temples.
Okay.
But you can do the 12 to 6 elbows now.
Front, back, no side to side.
Yeah. Heel kicks to the kidney while on the ground are back to being allowed.
I don't want to know how you do that.
When they're in guard, you see the guys that do the heel kicks.
Oh, I remember. Okay, those are like Gracie used to do those all the time.
Yeah, all the time. And they said originally, they were saying that obviously any damage to the kidney is bad. But then standing, if you kick a guy in the kidney or punch him in the kidney or whatever, they were allowing it. But you just couldn't do the heel kicks to the kidney, the heel strikes. Those are now back. Grabbing the clavicle, they've never had that as an issue. Nobody's ever tried to grab a clavicle, at least as an...
That's just mean, man.
That's very strange.
My dad used to do that shit.
See, the clavicle area is what I'm worried about with the 12 to 6 elbows, because it doesn't take much pressure
to break it.
10 to 15 pounds direct pressure.
Is that all?
But I mean,
yeah.
My dad used to hook his finger in there. Fucking.
We talked to Dennis Bermudez about.
If you're fat, bro, people can't do that shit.
Well, I think I'm fat now because of my dad.
We talked to Dennis Bermudez about this, and he goes, 12-6 elbows are actually really hard to hit accurately. I mean, it's easier to throw in, sideways or smash down, but to try to aim a 12-6 elbow and hit somebody with it is actually pretty hard.
He did say also he has poor shoulder mobility.
He has poor shoulder mobility, so for him it's hard. Obviously, things that are still not allowed is back of the head is now defined as an area 2-inch wide strip that runs down the back of the head, starting at the crown, all the way down to the nape of the neck, including the spine and tailbone. So no strikes to the spine. The kicking or kneeing ahead of a grounded fighter, they're now defined as they have to have both hands palm down or fists down to be touching the floor to be considered a ground. You can no longer do the one finger thing and lift up. And
this
put
kind
it
of
back down
excites me.
And kind of put one finger. We talked about how much we hated that rule to begin with.
I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more knees.
And again, we talked to a lot of fighters, and they said, well, a lot of them, you play the game. The ref usually sees that and says, hey, don't play the game. You're going to put one finger down. I mean, John Jones did this, and Vitor Belfort tried to kick him in the head.
Yeah.
When the minute he put his finger down, John McCarthy looked at him like, well, don't put your finger down.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
It's going to happen. The eye poke one is I'm really interested to see how it's going to be implemented. Moving forward toward an opponent with fingers outreached in a standing position is no longer allowed. The fingers now must be pointed up so you can palm, or you have to have a closed fist.
But the gloves, we've talked about the gloves before. They don't really allow their hands to point up or fingers to point up very well.
Hands have to be out like this.
Right.
So you can't, you're not
I
trying to bend them like this.
understand that.
Now they have to. Your hands have to be open.
Completely.
Even if it's like this, your hands have to be open. You cannot go forward.
So what's that going to do for the?
You can claw.
What's that going to do for the Diaz's when they're they're always
slapping?
If they're striking, it's different. This is if you're just reaching outwards.
checking.
No, but
They slap, man.
No, I know they slap. But they also
palm strikes are still allowed.
Okay.
I mean, Boss Rutan was famous for them.
This is going to be one of those rules that we're going to see transition over time. It's not.
This is the John Jones rule, is what this is.
Right.
John Jones, stop walking towards people like this and saying, "Oh, I was just judging distance."
Right.
It's pretty much.
How many other fighters regularly poke anybody in the eye?
John Jones,
John Jones, Chuck Liddell,
Josh Koscheck, John Jones. Anybody mention John Jones?
and I bet if fucking Scoggins would have fought, he would have poked somebody in the eye too.
dude. I heard about what old Scoggins did you in the pit. Woohoo.
Big John McCarthy said they're also
pit.
going to be implementing new training for their referees and judges. That the ABC recognizes a number of official trainers, but there is no standardization. They want to create standardization so that everyone's learning the same things. You cannot just be trained for a couple hours and say, "Hey, I'm certified," and then you got guys that are trained for 8 to 10 hours that obviously know a little bit more. They're going to reevaluate the certification for official trainers. They're saying that you have to come, do a course, present the course, then you have to teach us the course that we taught you to make sure that you qualify as an instructor.
Wow.
Then you can go and do training for everyone else. It's going to be regulated. The new process will be assigning also stepped levels or bands for each official, depending on the number of fights worked, length of time for how long they've been working, number of regional fights, and world title fights. That way, as a commission, they can look up somebody, figure out the rating, decide if they're going to be the right person for a match.
Cool.
Guys good with all that?
Why not?
I'm gonna have to read some of that later.
I mean, it's pretty intense, but at the same time, we have refs going all over the board here.
You do?
I mean, I'm listening to it, but I don't know how much of it I heard.
All right. Makes sense.
Which headphone are you listening to it in?
I only one at a time.
1, 2, or 3?
It's only 2. Don't be mad.
It looks like there's 3.
No,
And then there's the one
it's
inside
just
the
an
ear.
earbud and then some headphones.
Right. So you got 3 speakers.
Left channel, right channel, right channel. Left
Yeah,
channel,
but
left channel,
2
right
of
channel.
these are only one channel.
It's not stereo.
No, it's mono.
Mono.
I had that once. It sucked.
UFC 201.
UFC 201. This is what happened last week, right? Yeah.
This was last week.
Last Saturday.
Do you remember?
Thanks for showing up.
I watched it. Damian Brown up against Cesar Arzamendia. This was KO. First round, 227. Kicking off the ninth.
Killed
timer.
it, dude.
Yeah.
Hell of a way to start the prelims, man.
And then Michael Graves took Bohan, whatever, to majority draw. That's exciting. And then jumping on
It's exciting.
the Fox Sports.
Just whatever. I'm not gonna fucking try anymore.
Fucking Bohan.
Volcanic. Just say volcanic.
There's more like
I know, but
accent.
it sounds cool.
Hey,
More
it's
accents till
Bohan
Leeson.
Velociraptor.
There you go.
How many fucking accent marks are in his last name? I'm not even. There's no point in trying. I'm throwing in the towel on that
What's
one.
the thing over the C?
Is it an umlaut?
That's not an umlaut. That's like a V.
He could not get personal plates. There's just no way.
Kicking off Fox Sports 2 card, your prelims, you got Wilson Race going up against Hector Sandoval. Wilson Race is the one
Who was supposed to fight DJ.
but this is the one that Ian McCall called.
This is Ian McCall would
yeah.
like to call out. He
And-
was supposed to fight DJ. Got dumped down to the prelims because obviously DJ wasn't going to fight. Proves why he was the number 1 contender.
Yeah.
Took out Hector Sandoval, submission, rear naked choke in the
Round
first
number 1.
round.
Well done, sir. Well done.
I think a fight between him and Ian McCall would be great.
Yeah. And then Anthony Hamilton goes up against Damian Grabowski. Finishes with the KO at 14 seconds of the very first round.
Called that one. You guys took the grabby.
Yeah, we
Grabowski.
did. We took Grabowski.
I like the big Grabowski.
and he did no good.
He went night-night.
Yeah.
George Masvidal took it to Ross Pearson. Unanimous decision.
I think
Yeah.
we all called that, right?
Yeah. I wanted Ross to win.
I mean, we did, but I
But
mean, the reality of
The
it all
reality is Masvidal just a
Masvidal,
little quicker.
Yeah.
Little bit
Yeah.
quicker.
It was really
It
one
was
of
a
those
great
fights.
fight, though.
It was a great fight, but you could tell that Ross was just a step behind almost
Yeah.
the entire
That's why I
time.
just, yeah.
Then Nikita Krylov looked great against Ed Herman with that big KO kick.
Ed Short Snooze Herman.
Short snooze. Best new
Hey,
nickname.
I'm just gonna lay down right
I'm just
here.
gonna lay down right here, face first.
Face first.
Nobody's gonna pay attention. And I knew that head. I just the whole time I'm yelling, I was like, he's gonna head kick him. Oh, he's head kicking him again. He's not paying attention.
He's
not
dead.
paying. Oh,
We got
Sleepy.
Was he sunburnt or is he just red?
He's always red.
Is he that red though all the time?
Tito didn't pick him, man. He's very upset.
That's the problem. He needs to turn green and Hulk out.
Oh, I mean, he at least went up in weight.
I thought he
went
was
from welterweight to light heavy.
No bullshit. I thought he was sunburned. I was like, I know he's usually red, but he looks really, really sunburned. And maybe that's why he doesn't have
He's
the
a
energy.
ginger.
Yeah, well, I know, but I just thought because when you get sunburned, sometimes you get the energy zapped out of you. So I was thinking maybe
He had a
The
little
short
bit of
fuse went out.
niacin in him.
He turned red and took a short snooze.
He did. Yes, he did.
Oh, Rip Van Winkle, they call him.
And then Ryan Benoit. They kept saying Benoit. I thought it was Benoit.
I thought it was Benoit too.
But Ryan Benoit up against Freddie Serrano. This was a split decision with Ryan Benoit walking away with the win on that one. It was a good fight.
Decent fight.
It was pretty close. I mean, I didn't know who to call as a winner, so there you go. Eric Perez looked great up against Francisco Rivera with a unanimous decision.
He did look really, really good.
And then, unfortunately,
The Juggernaut.
Jake Ellenberger took out.
Did they not kick the shit out of each other?
Yes.
For a minute and 46
They really
seconds?
did.
They did.
They looked horrible.
Just, oh,
And then the Immortal Brown went down.
went down, man. Jake Ellenberger, Dana White said at the press conference, we actually cut Jake Ellenberger, and then we needed somebody to fill in this fight. So we
See, that's
brought
what
him
I that's what I
Really?
had thought. I thought I seen him on a cut list at one point.
on. He got,
They brought him on for this card specific?
card.
That's fucking funny.
and he's like, he said, please don't cut me. Please just put me on the next fight. I guarantee you, I'll show you that I'm who I'm.
And
supposed to
it
be.
could have gone either way before that kick.
Oh yeah, just kick to the body.
I mean,
man. That
nobody
liver-
was winning.
That liver kick.
Nobody
just shut
was
him
winning.
down.
At that point. Do
Just shut
you
him
agree?
down.
You agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I felt like, I mean, it could have gone either way. I was obviously rooting for Brown the entire time.
I actually believe that Matt Brown had caused a little more damage. I think he had connected a little bit more. But
Until he got shut down.
yeah, exactly.
Till his body gave out on him.
Yeah.
And then Kowalkiewicz up against Rose Namajunas. This went to split decision. This was a nail biter.
Yeah. Did you guys see Kowalkiewicz act? I mean, do you feel that she won?
I think she just should. It should have been unanimous. I really didn't
Yeah?
see anything
That
from
much?
Rose. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that definitely is justified in Carolina Kowalkiewicz getting the win.
Getting the win.
But it was like up until that point, I was like, I don't know, flip a coin. I have no idea who to pick at this point.
It was
Really?
it was a pretty close fight.
I think so. It was good. It was a good performance. And then your Tyrone Woodley is
Tyrone Woodley.
now your
Damn,
champ.
somebody in the room called this shit.
Robbie Lawler,
The
KO first
dominant
round.
championships have all fallen.
How much?
I'm
How
a
much?
broken clock, man. Broken clock.
How much? How much did you win that night off your
won-
dollar bets?
I was if I would have collected, I don't know. I probably would have won like $9.
$350.
No, one guy himself. One guy himself said that he would take you for 10.
Yeah.
Did you get that money?
No, I didn't collect any money.
God, you're such a nice guy.
Eh.
I would win nickels or kneecaps, bitches.
Nickels or kneecaps. So yeah, everything's changed hands this year.
Overhand right.
Robbie Lawler likes to get punched, man.
He likes to get punched.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Fucking
but-
stop it.
Right.
Yeah, but he got him with like look at my left, look at my left.
Oh, and he just swung that over. Well, the thing is that I saw is that Tyrone Woodley, the entire fight leading up until this knockout, faked the takedown a lot. Like, he kept jumping in at him, putting it down. And Robbie kept dropping his hands. I think just finally, he's like, he's going to drop his hands like an overhand. Boom! Hit him with the, and he's known for that overright, too.
Oh yeah.
Woodley is known for the overhand right and just nailed him.
You get
on
him
the
second
button.
guessing that takedown enough, you're going to open up his head, and that's exactly
It's
what he did.
exactly what he did. Tyrone Woodley then calls out George St. Pierre and Nick Diaz as his next opponents.
Which is hella funny to me.
There are
because
rumors that the UFC pushed him to call out those two people.
Yeah.
Because those are the money fights.
I just
he
like how
says-
Wonder Boy Thompson's like, wait, what? But,
Yeah.
But me.
I'm number one contender. George St. Pierre talked to.
You calling out two motherfuckers that aren't even
mean?
active?
Thompson got him on the headphones.
Yeah.
and put him on blast.
Put him on blast. First of all, GSP said yes, he would take the fight. So is GSP coming back?
I was not impressed with your performance.
He actually was impressed.
I was very impressed with
I
your
think
performance.
I think this is a horrible way to bring
Diaz
GSP
says,
back.
I will take the fight, but pay me.
Oh yeah,
I'll be coming back. He's coming back. His suspension is over.
a number I can't refuse.
He says, yeah, he's like, I don't need, he's like, I'm the money fight. People don't want to see you. They want to see me. It's not about you giving me a shot. It's about me giving you a shot to make money.
Wouldn't it be messed up if
That's what
someone's
he straight
like,
up said.
Actually,
He's
so
right.
they want to watch your brother. That'd
Thompson-
be messed up.
Thompson says, Wonderboy Thompson, what is going through his mind? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, he just got the title. He's already talking about a money fight, trying to choose his opponents.
Let's go ahead and do.
You're trying
Diaz.
to pick a guy who hasn't even fought in over a year or 3 years. Fight the guy who deserves it. The guy in front of you, me, the number one contender.
Yeah, but the contendership doesn't mean anything anymore. They've created this whole black hole of fights over money now.
Yep.
And then he said, Woodley told him, no, because you picked Lawler to win anyway, so I want the money fight.
So you go fight Lawler and then come fight me.
Yeah.
Eh.
I think it should be, obviously Tyron Woodley versus Thompson for the belt is the next logical choice.
But we've seen
We
what
know
logic
the
happens
money
usually.
choice is going to be either GSP or Nick Diaz.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna put Wonder Boy, they're gonna put Diaz, GSP, Lawler, and Woodley, all their names in a hat, and just fucking throw it up in the air.
I would like to see Robbie Lawler versus Nick Diaz too.
6-man battle royale.
That's the fight I'd like to
works.
see him come back to fight.
Well, of course, everyone wants to see that fight.
And then
How long ago did he knock out Robbie Lawler?
That a long time ago.
2005, 2006,
Something like that.
Something
yeah.
like that.
It's been a long time. In fact, that was the last time that Robbie Lawler was getting knocked out.
Yeah, it was the only time Robbie Lawler had been knocked out,
Yeah.
I think, and that was like literally 10 years ago. So of course people want to see that fight. It just lost a lot of momentum with him not having the belt anymore because that would have been a fucking big deal when you got Nick Diaz coming in off his suspension going up against Robbie Lawler for the belt.
2004.
Tough Jesus,
2004.
crazy.
I don't know. Who would you like to see him fight, Dennis?
Thompson.
Thompson?
I want to see Thompson. I think Thompson's earned his way to the top.
I do agree.
I think that's what everybody thought was going to happen.
Tyrone Woodley waited for Robbie to get healthy again.
Right.
He didn't want to take another fight.
Right.
He wanted to wait for the champion.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't...
I like what
Because
everybody's
money.
saying.
This is
I
because
believe that
money.
UFC's in the background telling all these people, we can make so much more money.
Yeah,
But meanwhile,
Go fight these
you're,
two guys
you're
and then
missing.
come
But
back.
meanwhile, you're missing. Like maybe you're at your peak. Maybe this is the best you're ever going to be, and then you're going to go fight some slub that hasn't. I'm not a slub. I'm sorry. Somebody that hasn't been fighting in 18 months, and maybe you miss your prime. And then what happens if this guy hasn't fought in 18 months? Catches you.
Thompson tried to play it off as,
This-
Diaz hasn't won since 2005. Well, it's like, yeah, he fought a really good fight and then tested positive marijuana, so he couldn't fight. Then he fought a really good fight and then tested positive marijuana and he couldn't fight. It's not like he's not been doing anything.
This is the same argument that I brought up when they put up the Conor McGregor versus Dos Anjos one, because he had just won his belt and then wanted to go out of the division and go fight somebody else for a super fight for the money fight.
Yep.
And then that started a domino effect to where now that's what everybody wants to do. Everybody just wants the money fights now.
The only one I think they should get a super fight is DJ. He deserves a super fight. He's cleared out his, other than Wilson Rice, he's cleared out his division.
But he's never.
And Wilson Rice is number 7.
But he's
because
never
taken out the top 6.
and he hasn't ducked any challenges in his weight class.
Give him the money fight.
Like right
Give
now,
him
like
the
Connor.
super fight.
Connor hasn't even defended his belt.
He's never defended a belt he's held, ever. That's a fact. Any organization Conor McGregor's won a belt in, he's never defended it.
Is that right?
He's dropped it or moved weight classes.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. I did not know that statistic.
Fact.
Check it out. But like I said, DJ deserves, I think, the money fight.
And Wonder Boy deserves the
The
shot.
last time we saw that happening was George St. Pierre when he took out everybody in the top. And then Anderson Silva, they took out everybody in the top 7. You're like, why the fuck is he fighting number 9? Oh, wait, he already took out number 1 through 8. Mm-hmm. Now I understand. I was okay with Anderson Silva taking super fights at 205 for no reason
I don't disagree
when
with
he
you
had
there.
the belt and when he was taking out everybody in the 185-pound division. Same thing with George St. Pierre. I was excited to see if he would jump to 185 because he had already taken everybody out. And then Johnny Hendricks came along and was like, oh, okay, now we actually have an actual division again. Mm-hmm. Now, do we have an actual division? Because Johnny Hendricks is gone. Tyron Woodley just took the belt from Robbie Lawler. Robbie Lawler, you know what I mean?
If GSP and Diaz come back, we do.
All right. But otherwise, you think?
But do we really?
Are we gonna have see dominant champions like we did? George St. Pierre held that belt forever. Anderson Silva held that belt forever.
Not if you go by this year. I mean, we haven't
at
had
all.
No.
Nobody's gonna hold on to the belt this
except for
year.
DJ.
Well, no, and-
DJ's the only one.
Yeah.
Everybody thought that Ronda was going to hold on to it forever, and she...
You think Dominic Cruz is coming back? He's got his belt. He's gonna come back and hold on to it forever.
No.
He's held it once. He's at least defended it.
He's defended it.
Yeah. So that puts him. Now think about that. He's already gone, came back, defended his belt,
Took the belt.
defended
Defended the
it,
belt.
and Conor McGregor has yet to defend his belt. In Z formation.
We do have a fight night coming up on Fox Sports 1 tomorrow on Saturday.
Freebie
Freebie.
on Baby Fox.
Baby Fox. Not Baby Fox, but Baby Fox.
So make sure you check this one out on your Fight Pass. You're going to have Chase Sherman going up against Justin Ledef, and Cub Swanson going up against Tatsuya Kawajiri.
How is that on Fight Pass?
Because they want people to buy Fight Pass.
Okay, fair enough.
They got to put names on the Fight Pass to get people to
Fair
buy
enough.
the Fight Pass.
Yeah, I had to buy it again. I don't know what happened.
Damn it, Matt.
No, I thought I had it paid for, and then I had to buy it again. I don't know.
Kicking off your Fox Sports 1 card.
On that, who do you got?
Oh, wait, on Cub Swanson versus Kawajiri?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Kawajiri.
I
so
don't
I'll
know,
say-
man. Kawajiri is a smothering wrestler, but his stand-up has not improved. He can hang in there okay, but Swanson definitely has the stand-up edge.
Yeah.
I think I might take Swanson.
I'll take Swanson.
I'm taking Swanson.
All right.
And then Teruto Ishihara going up against Horacio Gutierrez.
I'm taking Gutierrez.
Okay. I got nobody until we go up.
I like
I got
Horatio.
nothing either. David Tamer going up against Jason Novelli. And then Victor, is that Pesta?
Yes.
Okay, up against Martin Tybura. I'm like, my eyes are shot now. Court McGee going up against Dominic Steele. I swear to God, that's a porn star's name.
Yeah, I got Steele on this one.
I gotta go with
you
porn star.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know Corey McGee's kind of a little favorite of ours, but
He's just got these
I gotta
big...
go Steele.
That's like, to me, it's almost palette swap in Street Fighter. These guys are almost the same style of fighter.
Yeah.
Ryu and King.
I think Dominic Steele is just a little bit better.
Court McGee's just got those big Wreck-It Ralph hands.
Yep. True. Very true.
But he lost
Yeah,
his
but
last
it
fight.
doesn't work if you can't get him
Yeah,
around.
no, you're right. You're right. I guess I'd have to go with the porn star as well. And then jumping on to your main card, still on Fox Sports 1, Marina Moreau is going up against Daniel Taylor.
I think I'm going to take Morose.
I'll take Moreau's because it doesn't look like you can click on Taylor.
Oh, and just let me tell you, just in case you don't know, find Fox Sports 2 before this starts, because if there's anything that happens on Fox Sports 1 before this fight,
For the main card.
before the main card,
Races,
this will
baseball,
go
anything.
to Fox Sports 2.
Yeah.
Nitro Circus.
It doesn't matter what
Doesn't
it
matter
is.
what's on Fox Sports 1. Air Bowl, the Red Bull Air Race, or whatever the fuck it is.
Some guy with a tornado.
Yeah.
Storm Chasers.
Forrest Gump Marathon.
Santiago Ponzinibbio going up against Zach Cummings.
I think I'm going to take Cummings in this fight. Ponzinibbio likes to rush, though, and Cummings is more of a counter fighter. So it's going to be really interesting to see who lands the shot first.
I'm going with the Ponzi scheme.
Ponzinibbio.
Ponzinibbio? That might be a good bet.
I like that one. I'm going to take that one. I like Ponzinibbio. And then Thales Leite is going up against Chris Camozzi.
This is an odd matchup, man. I feel like this is a matchup that should have happened again when we talk about these like kind of older fights.
Yeah,
that
this is
maybe
a 5 year ago fight.
Yeah, 5 years ago. Thales Leites got wrecked by Musasi in his last fight, and Chris Camozzi has never been knocked out. He is like the ultimate journeyman at middleweight. I'm gonna be taking Camozzi in this fight.
I'll go with you on that. I'll take Camozzi. Dennis?
Ladies.
Ladies?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies.
And then, again, if you haven't heard our interview with Dennis Bermudez, make sure you check it out. We did it yesterday, so it should be very close to
We need him to win.
break the curse,
Break the
Dennis. Going up against Roni Jason. Is it Honey?
Honey Jason.
Honey Jason, who
This
wears...
guy, I mean, he's extremely explosive, but it's always in short bursts. It's like he doesn't want to tire himself out, and then he has trouble finishing fights.
I feel like we don't really know the man behind the mask very well.
But Brian Stan pointed this out, and I've actually paid attention and went back and looked at the fights before that. He will throw a flying knee within the first 30 seconds to minute of the fight.
Who, Honey?
Honey. Every single fight.
Sweet.
However, I will be taking Dennis Bermudez. Yeah. The only problem I see with Dennis Bermudez is he either likes to defend or strike. He can't do both. It seems like he can't mix it up. If he's defending, he's just like, no, I'm not going to strike back. No. Okay, now it's my turn.
Stop hitting me. Stop
Yeah.
hitting me.
Right.
So his wrestling is amazing. His striking is pretty good. Hopefully that lemon juice went through his system, and we'll
Yeah. Find out about all that lemon juice on the interview.
we'll talk.
Go listen to it.
I'll take Bermudez the Menace.
Yeah, I went with the Menace.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
For sure. And then your main event is Yair Rodriguez going up against Alex Caceres. I'm having a harder and harder time counting out Alex Caceres as these podcasts go on.
I know you say that every time. He's getting better and better.
He really is.
I mean, he had a great win over Cole Miller. We all picked Cole Miller.
Yeah.
And it seems like every time somebody says that he has a problem with something,
He figures it out.
he figures it out, or somebody's. I don't know who's working with him. Yeah, do you know?
I don't know where camp he's in.
But there's
Was he
a
down at
lot.
Greg
There's a
Jackson's?
lot of problems that he's had in the last few years that they've worked the kinks out of.
Yeah,
Yeah, he definitely seems to be
he's got a strong submission game now.
with MMA Lab in Miami, Florida.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, he has a submission game now. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
it's super strong. Going up against someone like Yair Rodriguez, who's a pretty damn strong fighter at that weight class.
Yeah, he is. I mean, everyone's saying he is a grappler who kicks.
Yeah.
Right.
And his kicks are heavy and hard and fast and coming from different angles. And then if it's like he's hitting you these kicks and all of a sudden you start blocking them or move them, he's taking you down and you're going down.
Right. But if Caceres could play the distance game,
And
He does have a little bit of
because
reach.
he's got the reach, he's got the height, and he's a black belt and black belt, and he can probably he can probably kick too, you know, and he's got that crazy Dawson double punch that he throws. His goal here is going to be keep Yair away from him and keep the game standing. Because I don't think his jiu-jitsu is good enough.
Actually, the reach is only 1 inch difference.
Well, whatever.
I still think
1 inch difference.
when they get out there, I think it's going to look a lot different.
I'm going to take Yair in this fight.
Are you?
Yep.
I'm taking Bruce Leroy.
Taking Yair.
Again, I think Yair is the smarter bet. But if I'll tell you this right now: if Caceres wins, I will never root against him again.
Ever?
ever,
No
ever,
matter
ever.
what.
I will always take him.
He's going against Cain Velasquez.
I will take him in that fight, even if Kane folds him up into a pretzel. It's fine. So make sure you check it out tomorrow night. It is it Ultimate Fight Night 92?
Yes.
Okay, I always get those mixed up. On Fox Sports 1, again, like Dennis said, check out Fox Sports 2 beforehand, just in case, because you never know what's going to happen there.
just know where it's at. That's the big thing. Just know where it's at.
You can find us anywhere podcasts are broadcast. Make sure you tell your friends. Also on Facebook, Split Decision MMA Podcast. On Instagram and Twitter, SD_MMA. Big thanks to our sponsors, StrongboardBalance.com and MyMMAnews.com. I think they're up here somewhere. I don't know.
Down there.
There's signs up.
Get a bottle opener from Walkie Craft.
Yeah,
You
do
can
that.
find them at Etsy.com.
They're $5. It's totally worth it. So big thanks from the Ruloff Family Inc. Studios at Bueller and Dodge saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.